Hi VC, back again with another vinyl Wodge. Um, yeah, that's what it is. No theorising, no um, lengthy reviews. I'm just going to show some records. Makes a bit of a change. Right, here we go. I've got all these. Where did I get these from? All these are off eBay actually. Mainly from one seller, but one record was from a different seller. And it's something that I've been after for ages. In fact, there are 3 records in here that I have been after on decent copies for a really good price for a long time. So I'm so chuffed to have got these 3, and I'm going to show those last. But I've listened to all of them. They're all really good albums. Some of them are better than others, but they're all really good. In fact, it's a fine. I like every album here. There's a couple that people will probably go, what's he bought that for? But who cares? Right, first up, bit of Peggy Lee. Can't beat a bit of Peggy Lee. She's got that voice. She's got a beautiful voice. This is Blues Cross Country. This is a 1984 repress from France. Lovely condition. You get what you expect from Peggy Lee here. It's like sort of jazzy blues, in that sultry voice that she had, and it's just wonderful. Just another Peggy Lee record to add to my collection. Love it. Next up, this is really good. It's a soundtrack. It's a soundtrack to the movie The Long Riders, which was a film, I think early 80s, 1980 maybe, based on the lives of the Jesse James, the James Younger gang. So it's Jesse and Frank James and all the rest of them. Cole Younger, I think. This is a soundtrack by Ry Cooder. There's the back. I think it's on Warner Brothers, just a stock Warner Brothers label. This is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He's taken a lot of Confederate songs or Civil War songs from the Confederate side and re-recorded them. And a lot of it's contemporary music that is redone with various instruments and electric instruments and all kinds of stuff. But this is fabulous, absolutely fabulous stuff, absolutely brilliant. If you get a chance to see the film, do, because it is a really good western. Really good. It's I've forgotten who the director is now. Was it Walter Hill? I can't remember. I think it's Walter Hill, but I might be wrong on that. Great album anyway. Really nice album next. Really good. Really glad I got this one. This is what's his name? Brad Vinyl Guy. Is that his name? Yeah. Apparently he said this was one of his heroes in one of his latest videos, and this is a great album. John Fox, The Garden. John Fox was the lead singer of Ultravox before Midure became the singer. He split from the band and started doing his own stuff. I've got Metamatic, his debut solo album, on CD, but this is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Uses a lot more non-electronic instruments on here, and it's a beautiful record. I mean, it's a beautiful cover, just gorgeous. There is a booklet, I think, that was available with certain pressings, but it didn't come with that. But as far as I know, it's an original pressing. I'm not sure if it is or not. Don't care. I've got a lovely copy of this. Plays like a dream. Sounds like a dream. There we go. Complete change of pace now. So we're still stuck in the 80s, but we're going pop. Bit of Madonna. This is You Can Dance, which was released, I think, in 87. Nominated for a Brit Award in 88. I haven't seen one of those for donkey's years, those stickers. This is a remix album. It's got, I think they're all virtually 12-inch mixes, and they're all mixed together, so it's one long piece of music on each side. So you've got Over and Over, Into the Groove, Everybody, Holiday, Spotlight, Where's the Party, sporting that look that she had around the time of La Isla Bonita, and that album, I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but anyway, smashing pop music from through the 80s, to be honest. I absolutely love 80s Madonna. Right, I picked the next two albums up because there was one song on each album that I really remember with a lot of fondness from from growing up. In fact, both of them I think I remember a lot from family holidays in Devon and Cornwall, because they seemed to be on the radio all the time, and it just so happens that it was two summers. So the first one, Elton John, Too Low for Zero. The song I really remember is I'm Still Standing. I like that song. I don't care if it's naff or whatever. And this is a really solid album. I was really surprised by how good this album was. Because unlike James Griffiths, I've never been into Elton John. And in fact, more likely, his presence on a record would more probably put me off. Apart from a few bits and pieces he released early in the 70s. But I was really pleasantly surprised by this. I think this was a really good album. It's a solid. It's not spectacular by any means, but it's a good solid album. They've got I guess that's why they call it the blues is on here. Cold as Christmas is a good track. Kiss the Bride I think was a single. One More Arrow is a good track as well. I'll definitely spin that one again. And then this one was going there as well, and this one's Breaking Hearts by Elton John. Not quite as good, but this one's got Passengers on it, and I know people find that annoying, but I just remember it with a real fondness. I don't care. And it's another solid record. There's some really good songs on here, like Breaking Hearts Ain't What It Used to Be, Restless is a good little rocker, Sad Songs Say So Much. There's some good little rocking tunes on here, so I was really surprised by those two. Surprised in a really good way. Makes a change. Right, we come to the three records that I've been trying to get on vinyl for a fairly long time, and the prices I paid for these, I think I paid, well, the first two I got in a batch, and I paid £1 each for them, and the last one I bought by itself off one seller because it's something I've been after, and it was £1.25 for the record with postage on top, and I was willing to pay it. Right, so first off, now this band, apparently there's a connection between the last artist, because whenever Elton John sees a copy of this record, apparently he buys it whenever he sees another copy, so he can give it to people because he likes it that much. He thinks it's that brilliant. So, without further ado, Cupid and Psyche 85. This is, if this isn't a perfect pop record, then I don't know what is, because it's absolutely brilliant from start to finish. Green Gartside was a genius. I mean, his lyrics are just, they take so long to get into because they're so, I mean, talk about concepts. I mean, he sort of, what you think might be a light, airy pop song really isn't. I mean, he dissects words, and it's just incredible. So you really have to pore over the lyrics to these songs, because otherwise you're not getting the whole story. I mean, yeah, it's good. It's good. The fact that he wrapped them up in such joyful rappers is just brilliant. But you've got some of the best singles in the middle 80s, like Hypnotize, Absolute, Perfect Way, Word Girl, Would Be's. I mean, it's just, there's 9 songs on the album, 5 of them are fantastic singles. It's an absolutely amazing record. So I'm so happy to have picked a copy of this up. So happy. Right, the last 2 records could possibly end up in videos of their own, because they are both sharp left turn albums. Oh, really sharp left turn albums. and probably derailed the bands that are responsible for them, probably derailed their careers to a certain extent. First one, and I love both of these records, I love both of them. Right, first one is ABC, Beauty Stab. This was ABC's second album, released in 83, November 83, around then. About a year and a bit after Lexicon of Love. Now, I have to admit, even though Trevor Horn produced it, even though it should tick every single box, especially with my love of early 80s pop, I should love it. But I don't. I can't get into Lexicon of Love. I don't know what it is. I mean, I just don't know. But this one, right from the start, I absolutely loved it. The first single was That Was Then, But This Is Now. Famously now responsible for what people consider one of the worst lyrics in history. What is it? Can't Complain. Oh, no, I'll leave you to find it out anyway. I mean, if you probably know it anyway. But I don't think that's fair on the whole record. And then the second single was SOS, which is just sublime. Absolutely sublime. But then the whole record's brilliant. I think what happened was, I don't know why, but they went all guitar band on us. It just cranked up the guitars on this, but the songs are brilliant. There they are. Obviously, Gold Lame jacket has gone. Gold Lame suit has gone. Only 3 of them in the band at this point. But the lyrics, I mean, it's a real socialist record. And socialist in the best sense of the word. It's like anti-money grabbing bastards, anti-monarchy, It's actually I think it's a really clever record. Really clever record. And the final track called United Kingdom, if that doesn't sum up the state of this country now, 30... How long ago is this? 34 years later? Then I don't know what does. Somebody should cover it and release it, because this country's in a ruddy mess, and that just sums it up. Anyway, ABC Beauty Stab. And then the final, oh, I'm so pleased I got this one. Oh my God, am I pleased? OMD Dazzle Ships. This is a classic album. It is a classic Left Turn album as well. This is just, I don't know what they were thinking, but it is an absolute genius record. I mean, this opens with, I mean, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous package. You've got die-cut sleeve, then it opens like that, and then the record is in here. There we go. As you pull it out, you can see the time zones. It's die-cut everywhere. There's the back cover. So the cover's taken from. I think I am going to record a video on this, because this is a major Left Turn album. It's really experimental. Great slabs of concrete sound and all kinds of stuff going on this. Apparently a big influence on Radiohead, or Radiohead like it at least. So, and I know lots of critics have cited this as possibly a big influence on Kid A. So it's no wonder I like this, to be honest. What a fantastic record this is. Absolutely love it. But I think I might leave that. I think I might record a video on this all by itself. So I think some serious listening to this is in order. Yeah. Right, there you go. It's a vinyl Wodge. I've done it. And it's a cracking vinyl Wodge. Hurrah! Okay. Well, thanks for watching. And I hope I'll see you. Well, I'm sure I'll see you again soon with whatever I decide to. I've got ideas for videos buzzing around. I'm always behind them as well, even though I'm churning videos out as much as I can. But anyway, take care, everybody, and I'll see you all soon. Cheers, VC. Bye.